Fans are making some noise here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for their Mavericks.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3 side. Mavericks last season, Clark, were very tough down the stretch in games. Had a lot of players that shined all the time during crunch time.
Well, when you've got guys like Dirk and Monte that can create their own shot, it gives you a chance to win close games. It's a big reason they were 6-0 in overtime games, in my opinion.
And so it's Dallas with it. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3.
Their backcourt is phenomenal, Kevin. Absolutely phenomenal. That's why they've been given the green light every time they touch the ball.
Screen by Bogut. And Curry, here we go. No good from Bogut. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Barnes grabs the miss.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Curry. Nobody near Barnes. And that misses everything.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Unloads, and another basket for Dallas.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Kept alive.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Boss. Lets it go, and it's Dallas with another.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Curry. Possession.
Mavericks ball.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And that one's good. That's 7 points for Boss.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with a league-best 28 road wins.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Dallas moving it around. There's the pick. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and the shot is good.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Bogut. No good, unable to end this run. Dallas leading by 17. It's stolen by Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so...
I mean, just beautiful.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And here we go, the Mavericks on a fast break.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And it's Iguodala missing. Dallas has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Here's Slim, and another basket for Dallas.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Timeout called the Warriors. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Clock at 6.
Spates.
Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And here is Nowitzki. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the basket by Blake.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Pass to Slim. And it's Dallas with another.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get it.
Now here's Barnes. Defense is right there. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they won it.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancer.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Boss is out there with money. Then there's Slim. Then it's the kid. And it's Nowitzki in at the 5 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And here's Iguodala outside. No good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. To the middle. Here's money. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
They set the pick. Dishes to Curry. This one for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Slim's got 5 rebounds tonight. You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
Curry kicks to Ezeli. Screen by Bogut. Thompson for 3. The shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way. And pushing it up is Dallas. The Mavericks again in transition.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses. He's missed everything this quarter. He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
The feed to Bogut. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Screen by Bogut. Ezeli kicks to Thompson. To stop the drought. It's rebounded by Boss.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Different look here for the Warriors. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Blake with the ball.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
Barbosa, here's Spates. Mavericks with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Money. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening to get out of hand, and soon, partner.
Knocked away. Blake with the steal. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
The Mavericks another fast break chance right here.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up two baskets, the one you didn't get and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Green the screen. Curry attacking. Another miss. His 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his...
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Mavericks on top. Just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And as we begin our second half, so far not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know anything can happen.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Boss. He has 18 points and 7 assists. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt, and it's Barnes in at the small forward.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Over to the left wing. And the pass to Slim. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Slim's got 19 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah,
No.
Right. He probably just drawn on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 18 points for money.
Well, I tell you what, they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets.
And on a really nice run here. And defensively, you've got to force them to operate in the half court. It allows you to put bodies on bodies.
Green, no luck.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Green, the screen. Inside, Blake with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. The tray on number 3 for Dallas.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Green kicks to Thompson. Here's Barnes. And that time, also a missed shot. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Green kicks to Barnes, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Estes Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 1:52 left to play in the third. Here's Money, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Knocked loose. And pushing it up is Dallas. The Mavericks again in transition. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Green, the screen, on the wing, Thompson. 6 to shoot. And again, no good by Golden State.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Livingston passes to Green. The offensive rebound, Ezeli. Their offense, stone cold. Another miss there. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Warriors substitution. Maurice Bates, Leandro Barbosa.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Dallas has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Now Blake. Nowitzki a screen. Lets it go with the throw, and the buzzer beater's good.
Woo-hoo, Kevin. They're firing on all cylinders. That shot caps a nice run going into the final quarter.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here.
Mavericks timeout.
Timeout. Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
They've got Slim. Powell is out there with the kid, the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. From deep three-point range, here's Money. Releases from the wing and drills it. Money's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Dallas. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Poked loose, kicks it to Livingston. He's all alone. Moving it up. Here's Blake. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And yes, sir, that one drops. That's now 26 points for Slim.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Here is Livingston. Spates sets a screen. Ezeli. That one's off. Still out of sync. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Passes it to Slim. Dallas moving it around. Money passes to Powell. Now the dish to Blake. They set the screen. Sinks the three-pointer. Blake's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Blake's got 4 threes on 5 attempts, really getting it done outside. Spates sets a screen. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Got a hand on it. Here's Slim. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Leandro Barbosa on the wing. Pass to Ezeli. Here's Livingston. Second chance shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Williams comes in for Money. And Barea subbed in for Slim. That'll be a 5-second call.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Dallas. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Shoots it. Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got 10 points in just the second half.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Dallas calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And the Mavericks with some changes. The kid, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. Slim comes in for J.J. Barea. And Money subbed in for Williams. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Brandon Rush.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Inside, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Iguodala wide open. Another miss by Iguodala. To the middle, here's Blake. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Knocks it loose.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Dallas.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Boss. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Iguodala. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 on the clock. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Powell, the pass to Money. Here's Boss. Connects from three-point range. Boss has got 33.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Fast break, Dallas all alone. And that one is stuffed right through.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
There's a good screen. From deep, off target. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan player of the game. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around. I'm taking over now.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
They kept feeding him the basketball, and he did not disappoint. For the guys guarding him, it was a long, long night. As he pushed his point totals in the 30s, he got more and more determined. Great effort.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For